Hello, my friends. Once you open a door, it is very, very difficult for that door to be closed. When we come right back, we're going to get into today's video, which is something that everybody has been asking me to do. So I'll see you when I come right back, guys. God bless. Okay, my friends, welcome back. If you do not know me, I am Jock. This is Deadly Departed. I'm an evidential medium and I am the author of Deadly Departed, and welcome to this channel. If you haven't been here before, then please subscribe. And if you are a new person who's just joined us, then you are very welcome. Today's video is a video that has been a long time coming, actually. And so many people have asked me to do a lot more in regards to this. And so this is kind of the beginning. So what are we talking about today? Well, maybe I alluded to that when I first started the introduction, which was once you open a door, it's very difficult to close. And what do I mean by that? Well, today's topic is going to be about the need for psychic protection, the need for spiritual protection. And there's a great misunderstanding when it comes to psychic protection or spiritual protection. People think that they can just say a prayer and that's it. Or people think that, you know, if they sit and just invite the white light in, then that is it. And we know that that's not the case, because it doesn't matter what you say in your mind or your mouth or you voice out, because there's a lot of elements. It's like prayer. There's a lot of elements that have to come together. So the need for psychic protection is very important. Why is psychic protection important? Well, because if you open, like I said at the beginning, if you open a door, it's very difficult to close that door, especially when we're dealing with the afterlife or we're dealing with the paranormal. And this video is really for anyone, and, you know, especially paranormal investigators, mediums, or people that are in spiritual development. To deny the existence of evil is very silly. It's foolhardy, because we only need to look around the world and we can see how much evil there is in the world. And to deny that there is anything negative on the other side of life is rather stupid. And for those mediums that do that, it's you're lulling people into a false sense of security and giving them the wrong information, which can get them into a lot of trouble. And it doesn't matter whether you believe in demons or ghosts or anything, whatever you label them. The fact that your belief does not preclude their existence. It doesn't mean they don't exist because you don't believe in it. So it's very important that we take our spiritual welfare into heart, and that we look after ourselves. You look after your health, okay? You look after your garden, you look after your home, and you tend it and you give it love and care, and it will be there for forever. It'll look after you. You know, if you neglect it, things will fall apart, things will get weak. For instance, if you leave an opening for a pest can get in and create so much damage, and you might not even see it. So let's liken this to a pest. So imagine you have termites or carpenter ants or something like that actually gets in, and you don't see that it's in. It's managed to gain entry into your home through a hole in the wall, through bad conditions, through not looking after the place, through having moisture around the place, from attracting it because it's got the right conditions for it, which would be like a vibrational attraction. And so you attract these things in, and you don't know, you can't see them. You can't see them with your physical eyes unless the signs are there. And those signs can be perceived by your eyes, like holes and sawdust and all sorts of things. Sometimes they're silent, and sometimes they come in from below. Sometimes they come in from a weakness. Sometimes they come in, you don't even see them until it's too late. And then, before you know it, your building's collapsed, or your fence is collapsed, or you've got foundations that are crumbling. Very much like spiritual protection. If you open yourself up to the spirit world without taking adequate protection, you can cause yourself so many problems. The need for spiritual protection is important. I want to break down into two ways that we can be attacked in a moment. But what I want to kind of say to you is, in regards to when you're developing, and whether you believe there's anything that's kind of negative out there or not. If you open yourself up to attract spirits from the other side, using a Ouija board, or even in a seance conditions, or in your meditation, and you don't take that appropriate protection, maybe 9 times out of 10, something won't happen. But there's always that 1% chance that something will happen. And when that 1% is opened up, that door's open, it can be very difficult to close. I have lost count of the amount of cases that come across to me where people have been out of their depths, and even mediums who are developing, long-term serving mediums who unfortunately have experienced something recently, or they've gone a little bit deeper, or they've dabbled a bit more and they've opened themselves up, or they've gone to somewhere or gone to someone and it's caused so many problems. So people don't take psychic protection into serious, especially in the mediumship community. They tend to think, oh, everything in the garden is rosy. There's two main ways that I like to teach, and we'll go about teaching later on, so stay to the end because I've got a big announcement right at the end. So there's two main ways that I would like to teach people of how psychic attack would work, or why you need to protect yourself, because we can break that down to an active and passive attack. What do I mean by that? Passive attack can be your energy. You can have your energy vampires that are out there that, you meet someone and you feel drained by meeting them, and so they've created an energetic cord to you. They're sucking up what you're giving out. You're giving your good vibes out and you feel great in the morning, and then all of a sudden, bam, you feel terrible. You've met this person and they've just drained you. It's almost like they're drawing the energy from you because they need it themselves, and so they're acting like an energy vampire. And so another way to passively have psychic attack is people, with their thoughts, thought processes that you pick up, thought processes, your energetic condition enter your auric field, enter your environment, your energy, and these conditions, the negative energy that basically subdues you, can make you feel really bad, and then make you feel drained, make you feel tired, make you feel you're happy one minute and then straight away you drop down, you get into a depressive state, or you feel negative about things, and you think everybody's against you, and all of a sudden this comes down. I'm not going into obsessions or anything like that. I'm going to just general how energy and how psychic attacks can work and psychic energy can work. And you could be, in another way, passively doing it is you could be doing a reading with someone, or you could be just healing someone, and you are taking in all those energies. You're taking in their thought forms, and those thought forms are going into you, and it's building up this negative energy. That's like kind of passive attack. It's like, it's not directed to you, right? It's not coming directed to you. Their energy vampires are draining you. Maybe, you've got people who are your bad thoughts, negative thoughts, and that's kind of attacking you as well. People, even a passive attack can be someone saying something negative about you, right? That's still an energy thought form. If they think something negative, think something bad about you, it's an energy thought form that can affect your energy, because you've got to remember that, there's time and place doesn't really matter in the spirit world. And even energy can't be destroyed. It can be manipulated. There isn't really a time distance with energy either. You can be affected at great distances. We've scientifically proven that. NASA has proven it. There's experiments all over the world. The Russians have proven it. There's experiments basically in regards to how healing works at a distance, and how you can influence mind. Mind can influence others, or can influence a situation, or can influence an environment, or change an energy, something. And so when people are thinking negative about you, or they're talking about you, that can be a way of passive attack. It's not really directed. It's not like an active attack. So an active attack, what's an active attack? Active attack is when someone is maybe placing a curse, which can work, or spell casting, or they're directly focusing all their attention and hatred and negative energy towards you. The reason that magicians, when they're learning how to do magic, and you can go back to magicians from thousands of years ago, or seers, etc. Who's some famous ones? Aleister Crowley. In some of his writings, he was an occult genius, as people would know him, but he was also known as the wickedest man in the world, and those things are up for debate. In fact, we're just about to release an article on him on Paranormal Daily News. So magicians have a concentration. They have a level. So in order to make something work, they have to have so much concentration on that particular ritual or that particular act when they're conjuring or when they're doing something. So an active attack can be directed, malevolent, negative energy from either the mind or from an outside agency, like a malevolent being, a malevolent spirit. And so in that way, we have active direct attack. We have groups who can send out negative thought forms and can get together against another group. That's an active psychic attack. You don't have to be a magician. You don't have to be an evil person. It can be a consciousness of a group. For instance, you could have groups that are against other people in religion, or you have groups against other people in their belief belief in something, or maybe it could be a cult that has, that can direct all their energy, that consciousness, that energy to something that they're trying to do. Or, there's so many different ways, even when someone is directly hating you, or directly putting all of their hatred and anger and everything towards you, that's what I like to call an active attack, on utilizing spell casting, utilizing magic, utilizing curses, utilizing directed consciousness, thought forms to influence and negatively change something, or to gain something. That's what I call an active psychic attack. So the importance of psychic protection is so important when you are developing yourself as a medium, or even developing yourself just spiritually, and always. And you have to get into a routine of being able to do that. Now, I'm going to bring a number of other videos that'll be coming up in the future about this, but I can't teach everything in the one hit. In actual fact, I've so many people have been nagging me for so many years. I'm actually developing a course at the moment that is a compendium, that is a course that is hand in hand with Deadly Departed, my book. Okay. And I will put, or my editor will put, the picture of the book up here somewhere. Okay. So if you leave your door open, if you don't take, protective steps to protect your energy, to protect you, and you leave a chink in the chain. Remember, if there's a weak link in a chain, the chain will snap. Okay, think about it. If everything is solid and all the links are solid, it's very difficult to break that chain. But it only takes one link to be weak that will cause the whole chain to snap, and that's a weakness. Now you think of that as your aura. Think of if you don't take regular practice in developing discernment and developing psychic protection power, you can leave yourself open. You can be that weak link. Your auric field can be torn. Your energetic field around you is not in harmony. It doesn't vibrate as high as you think it does. And therefore, there is a weakness there that can get in. And very interestingly, many years ago, chiropractic treatment was right at the beginning, was also a way of dealing with negative spirits. In fact, they used to believe that manipulating the bones created clearer energetic pathways that stopped the act of a possession or something coming in. This was this is way back at the beginning, even before it was probably called chiropractic. But that's in history. We've always had a belief in all walks of life and all spiritual practices that a weakness in the conditioning of the spiritual practice makes us a target for negative influences, negative spirits, infiltration of spirits. And so you have to, like you would do with pest control, you've got pests coming into your home, you have to protect yourself to get rid of those pests, because they'll create havoc. So you think about infiltrating spirits like pests. You need to protect yourself. You need to protect your aura. You need to protect your home so that you don't get infiltrated by pests. And passively, you need to have spiritual power so that you can thwart any negative attack on you, or you can thwart any passive or active attack on you. There's a lot more to understanding the need for psychic protection. And here's one thing I want to leave you with before I finish off. You can say as many prayers as you want. You can bring in as many tools as you want. But if your vibration doesn't match the harmonious resonance that's required, it's all for nothing. Your prayer can be said glibly without any power, without any real discernment, without any understanding of the mechanics of bringing body, mind, and spirit together, of harmonizing your vibration. And so you can say a prayer and you can still be unprotected. You can put sage and incense and all sorts of things around, think that you're clearing something, and it doesn't work, because everything's got to work in harmony with your vibration, in harmony with the environment, in harmony with your mind, your body, and your soul. So it's not just as easy as having some routines to do spiritual protection, psychic protection. There's a lot more to it. And so before I finish, ladies and gentlemen, you can ask me any questions, but my announcement today is, for a long time, people have been asking me to teach and to train people in this side on a deeper level. And so I'm delighted to say that that's coming. I don't often do this type of teaching unless it's one-to-one, it's face-to-face or in group settings. But I am developing an online spiritual protection course that will be hand in hand with Deadly Departed, the book. It will be released very soon. It will be limited in numbers. You'll have to sign up for it. I don't know if I'm going to just make it an evergreen thing or whether I'm actually going to teach live on it or not, but I will be bringing it out. I've already got plans and everything together for it. It's incredibly in depth. It's beyond just your basic protect your aura. It's beyond all of that. It's so deep into history, facts, information, development, understanding, the mechanics, the discernment. It's really, really going deep into Deadly Departed and beyond. And so I will be bringing that out. It won't be for the faint-hearted. It will not be a course that you'll need to come on and just watch a few videos and hey, you're done. Only come on this, and only you'll have to be accepted for it, because there's going to be a lot of work to do on it, and there'll be a lot of homework to do on it. There'll be a lot of stuff to do on it, and people have nagged me for so long to do this, and I've always poo-pooed it and said, no, I'm not going to do it. Well, now I am. Okay, so it will be coming very soon. There'll be a link below where you can actually sign up for it if you're interested, and I'll let you know the information as it comes out. It will be fairly soon, and it will be limited people that will be able to do it at any one time, because I'll be giving a lot of myself as well. So if you've got any questions, you want to know a little bit more, or you want to ask any questions about psychic protection or spiritual protection, you want to ask, and then please do that. Hit the comments below and ask away. I'm happy to teach. I'm happy to help you along and to give a bit more understanding. I'll be bringing out more videos on the subject matter, and also we'll be talking about case studies and things like that as well. I've got lots of case studies of where things have broken down, etc., and where even mediums who thought they were protected ended up in turmoil. So thank you for joining me today. Remember, protect your home from invading pests also means protect the self, protect the mind, the body, and the soul from invading pests. It's not just about what prayer you say. It's a lot more. And you need to learn how to deal with that in a more appropriate manner. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not leave the door open. Do not play, and do not think that there's nothing negative or evil in the world. Do not think that there's nothing negative or evil in the afterlife. It does exist. It is very real, and it does not need your belief to continue existing. God bless. Stay safe. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.